What's up, Overtakers? Here I am out at Nostalgia Drags. I think it must be about this time last year that I left Dad out here to go and do the Nostalgia Drags by himself, so he's left me. Must be a bit of karma, but too bad for him. I got Brad.
How's it going, guys?
We're out here today checking out the Nostalgia Drags. What do you reckon? Some cool old school out here today.
Bloody cool cars, mate. Dragsters, gases, hot rods, everything you can think of, it's here.
That's 100% awesome old school dragsters hitting the track. It's awesome to see them. Gases doing wheelies.
The smells, the sounds, the old school liveries.
Before we get into the video, guys, make sure you head down below, hit like, hit the subscribe button, consider becoming a member, and let's get right into the action. Brad, what do you think of that one?
That was pretty alright, eh?
G'day, g'day. How are we
Hey
all?
everybody, hey Overtakers. How are we? Here we are. We're Thursday night live.
Yeah, we're back.
Yeah, we're back. We're sort of these things have been hit and miss lately. After many years of doing a Thursday night show, back at the old place on the Gold Coast, we had a bit of a pattern going, and we would catch up all the time, mate, didn't we?
Yep. Yeah, it wasn't over an hour drive for me.
Yeah. Now, not quite the same these days. We're in two different locations doing this remote chat, little screens. I don't know. It's not quite the same these days, but we do have a few people here watching.
We do.
A few regulars.
Yep. Junga Bunga. G'day, Matty. How are you? Terry Hankins, Scotty Sherrington, James Bayliss. Grump 202. G'day. Chris Young. Nan. Brennan Southie. How are you?
Grump 202 member for 18 months.
Legend. Ready to party and fry some sets. If anyone on here off my let's make a new one. There you go. Brendan Bennett. G'day. How are you?
G'day, Brendan. G'day, mate. Yeah, here we are. We're still debating the future of the Thursday night live show. I know that you guys that are here are keen for it to to be here as always, but it has become one of those things that is a little bit difficult for us to maintain and keep going and have decent content and not hurt the metrics of our channel, because we certainly, we go from a 17,000 view live stream one week to 100 views live stream the next. I think it does drill us down a little bit, Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still there?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I said yeah. I was just getting some pictures ready.
Aha. So we're still debating the future of where this Thursday night show goes. It could be it could be coming to an end. It could be coming to a new location. We haven't sort of got there yet, but we'll still work it out. In the meantime, tune in. If the views suddenly change, we might change our mind, but we'll probably move it elsewhere. Is where we're probably heading to with it. What do you reckon, Tyler?
Yeah, move it elsewhere. Have some guests. Make it more of a podcast format, and just sort of like maybe it's just an hour long. We have a guest on that comes and has a chat.
Once a month, I think that might be the go as well, Maddie. I think you're right.
We just have a guest on as well, and we have a chat to a guest. Like we might have, for example, Maddie on the show one month, or we have Alex, the guys from overseas, UFO Sorcery Engineering, having a chat to them, or sort of any other channel or someone who's in the car scene. We could have on and just having a chat about their car. They might not even be a creator. Like get some drag racing guests on, or maybe they're a circuit racer or something. Just as long as they got a passion for cars, get them onto the show and have a chat and make it more around that. Like we sort of have an interview, and then maybe we throw it to the chat. People can ask them some questions as well, and
a little bit of different content. There seems to be a lot of people in the chat now that I've said that. Everybody's popped back this week, but I do skids at the awesome Aussie Shed. Good day, everyone.
G'day.
Shane March. G'day, Trev. Trevor Smith.
G'day, Paul. How are you? Adam Geary. Scooter.
Adam. G'day.
How you going?
Heaps of people joining. So it is good, but we want to talk about a few things tonight. We've got probably just maybe one news story there that I want to chat about. Is the Hoff. G'day, mate.
G'day, Hoff. How are you?
Yeah, we might even be able to get Hoff on for an episode if we,
planned it out.
Plan it out. If we did it once a month, Tyler, it's only 12 guests you got to get in a year, right?
Yep.
That seems doable. And then we have that one big Christmas show, maybe.
Yeah, we have a few guests on for the Christmas show or something.
Yeah, so if we cut back to
bit of a YouTube round table or something.
What we might need, Tyler, is back to the OTL garage.
Yep.
Remember the ones we just did in the shed? Once we had the shed, we had the location. They were good, weren't they?
They were. Yeah, well, if I bring up this picture, hang on, there it is. That one, we can talk about that. The ground's broken for the OTL workshop. I think I can't really call it a shed. It's
Why can't you call it a shed?
Because it's so massive. It's like a warehouse, nearly in your front yard.
My footage is like really behind. Oh, that picture. Okay, so that picture wasn't on the video. So, spoiler alert: if you clicked on that thumbnail, it was just the only photo I took. But that was actually the next day after the footage that I did shoot.
G'day, Trev. How are you? Mark
when
Stevens.
They brought in
g'day.
the big guns. G'day, Mark. They brought in the big guns there, Tyler. So that was the
Darren Davidson.
We had a couple of excavators here, and it was rock, like seriously 1 foot down, and it was all rock, all sandstone. So, they brought in the big excavator. Went and got that's about a 13, 14 ton excavator.
Yeah.
That one compared to the 4 ton that was in the video. So that made lighter work of it. So,
Yeah.
um, unfortunately, we've had rain now, and all that area is all just mud uh, now. Bloody rain. It'll probably slow things up a little bit for us, but
Just a touch.
yeah. So what we've done is we've done two different things at once with the shed build. One, it's a 320 square meter area that we're gonna have a slab, or
That's
320
double the
square meters
size of my
flat.
house.
So yeah, so the shed will be two times your house. Yeah, that's it's a decent effort.
Yeah.
Um, it's a lot of concrete. It's not a cheap thing. We'll go through all that in videos to come of it, but
Hmm.
it's going to be a series that will now pan out across however long it takes
Yeah. Yeah.
to do. But
It'll be whenever there's work getting done, we'll shoot a video of it, give an update, talk about it, and then once it's done, we'll go through fitting it out, what tools we're putting in there, and that sort of stuff. And then we can also take suggestions from you guys and
yeah,
who've built your own at home, and maybe there's some thing that you stumbled upon and you went, this is exactly what you'll need, or like, you need to get one of these, Dave. This thing's been a lifesaver in my shed.
yeah, yeah. Sorry, I'm just reading. Sally wants a health check tune on the HJ. Um,
James said he also going to rent it out to the local airport.
Possibly. No, we'll fill it up. We've got enough cars to fill it up here. So there'll be, yeah, some decent projects happening once we've got it done as well. But that's months down the track.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, right now, yeah, couple of things. One, we need a lot of dirt. The block slopes, it's got to be built up. It needs to be, more than 6 foot higher than what it currently is in certain spots.
Hmm.
Um, it's yeah, full on. But how much we got to put in there? But at the same time, we've also got an issue. This place was not best designed for drainage. There was a lot of corners cut when they did out the back of this house. So we're going to dig all that out, put in retaining walls, make it so the hill doesn't slope into the back of the house.
Yeah.
And put all the water like that. We're actually going to make it go that way to a retaining wall, so the water drains away from the house. Amazing idea, right?
Yeah.
But
Who would have
yeah,
thought that
yeah, but
draining it away from the
it would,
house would be a good idea?
yeah, instead of directing it towards the house. But it's better than us sealing the bottoms of our doors, which we've had to do before. Um, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to dig all that out, move that dirt out there. Well, it's actually dug out now. So since that
Yep.
video, that's all dug out. We're about 10 truckloads short on fill, so I need some more fill. We're still got to block another bit to level out up the back. The retaining wall's got to go in. We're chasing a truck and dog full of stone. I've got my mate Josh and his business partner Baz. They're working together to get it all organised for us, and really helping out. Like they're great with everything. Um, yeah, it really helped out a lot with the earthworks, and not putting any cost on top of like all the sandstone that's coming in. We're just getting it for what it costs direct, and they're sourcing the cheapest they can find and can get in time, because I don't know if I told you, Tyler, like a lot of places are saying January before they can even supply that, and that's just to do the retaining wall out the back, not even finish off the shed pad. We're in council approval mode at the moment, so we're just waiting for that now. We've just started that process.
Mhm.
And we'll share some of that when we get onto that part. But we'll share the council approval. We're moving a shed, and we're building a shed, and it's all getting council approved, and we're paying all the bribery rates. Relaxations or whatever they want to charge us, that we have to do. As much as I considered uh,
Doing what you did last
going
time.
down that path, I thought no, no, no,
John
not
Lee,
that.
how
But
are you? Mal
we,
and Triker. G'day, Triker.
it'll
Skid pick as
Triker.
well.
There's a couple of things there. I said great ideas there. I saw before, was that Triker? Oh no, alcohol corner, alcohol production. He's on it. That's that's definitely a good idea. We'll move the kegerator down to there, maybe go a little bit larger. Yeah, so what was I saying? Where else was I at with all that? Lost my train of thought.
I don't actually remember.
You weren't listening?
I was, but I sort of
Oh,
was,
council.
like when you
Yeah,
council
we're getting
approval,
there.
yep. You're
Everyone's going to
paying
be
all the
council approved.
relaxations and everything, rather
The
than going down
bribes.
the path you did last time.
Council bribes being paid. I mean, no, they call it relaxation fee. That's right. Not bribes. It's what it feels like. It's like, oh no, you can't put that there. You'll have to pay a relaxation fee, and then you pay that fee. Oh, yeah, okay, you can have that there.
Mechanical Dave, how are you?
G'day, mate. The neighbours, I've spoke to the neighbours, ones that we regularly talk to. Haven't met all the neighbours out this way, but yeah, spoke to the neighbours, and they're like, mate, no worries, build a shed. That's what we do out here. We have cars and have sheds, so we're in the right area for that.
Absolutely. Bit of a different, different to the old place for sure.
Yeah, they didn't like our cars or our sheds. But yeah, James says it's called greasing the wheels. That's true. Yeah, so we'll do all that, and we'll talk through how that process goes and what's involved, and yeah, how we did it all.
Yeah,
And there, yeah, so we've got to then move that shed once we've got another slab to do.
it is, Zig. It is. Zig says cash
So
is the universal language.
it appears that way. So we'll move the other shed. We'll get the thing done. Thanks, Scotty. Thanks, mate. Yeah, we're hopefully get that down before too long. This weather clears up, we can get that slab laid up the back, and then work on getting that other existing shed moved. But we're waiting on a council approval for that as well. So, and it's about a 20-day process just for the council approval, all going well.
Trika says, will your shed be mainly for storage?
No, we're gonna do work in there. Trico, I think that'll be the thing that people might like to see, hopefully on the channel. We probably won't get to as many, cars and coffees and car shows and stuff like that and film that. We'll still do some, but it won't be the week in, week out video that we'll do going forward. Tyler, that's fair to say, yeah?
Yeah.
We're going to work on our own cars. We need to do more of our own stuff on our cars as well, and just get in there and learn. And I think, we've got a lot of good friends and stuff that will if we build it, they'll come and help us as well, and bits and pieces if we need a hand.
Yeah.
As long as there's a bottle of small batch on the bench ready with some glasses there for Hoff, he'll call in. Yeah, there's plenty of other people that'll come around and give us a hand with different things, and we're going to do a bit more work ourselves, and try and do some stuff. We'll try and do a bit more with this Gemini build. Originally, it was we'd just get the motor built, and then we're going to just basically farm it all out into shops and get it done. But what are we learning from that? Not much, and we're spending a lot of money that we don't have now that we're building a big shed.
Yeah.
So the build for
G'day,
things like the
Steve.
Gemini will mate. Will take time. Shed skids, shed warming party. I would have lots of people that would be keen to do shed skids. Yeah, we've got the Gemini build that will stretch out over time, and we'll space that out because
Maybe you'll
we're
need it.
spending
Maybe
more
you'll
money
need
on
a
the shed.
spot in the shed that you don't epoxy so you can christen it.
Yeah, I don't know about epoxy this time around, Tyler.
Yeah.
It's a big job.
Oh, it would. Yeah, it would
Square
be a big.
meters.
You wouldn't necessarily have to do the carport portion though.
No, that's true. And then out the front of that, there'll be bitumen. We've got bitumen right down to the road, so the cars won't be driving on dirt once it's all done as well.
Yeah.
We'll have the second shed for storage. The shed we're moving, Triker, will be more for storage. But yeah, we'll probably looking at a 2-post, possibly 2-post and a 4-post hoist if we can. Set up a bit of a workshop in there. Yeah, bit of room to move, be able to get around the cars and do stuff in there. We're also going to, so I'll get in there and be involved with that. She's certainly not afraid to have a go at working on the cars, and likes, and wants it's her car, so she wants to have a hand in that as well. At the same time, we'll pull the F truck apart.
Yep.
And do some stuff on the F truck as well. So there'll be some work going ahead there. Some rust repairs, and that's something that we've not done before. So that'll be a learning for us as well.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
then, bit of work on the L351. Tyler, you're going to do some stuff to the Skyline in the space as well, mate? Or are you just going to keep it in your shed?
I'll do some stuff probably once I have money to be able to do things.
You've got parts here, don't forget.
Yeah, I got parts, but they need other parts to do what those parts help with, so...
We don't need that much more for it, do we?
A decent bit more, yeah. Probably another...
Injectors? If we were to put E85 on the Skyline, you've got a wideband, you've got flex fuel, you need injectors, some fittings. You can still do it with your ECU, right?
Yeah, you can. It's not the ideal situation, but yeah, you can.
Oh, look, I would suggest that you maybe go that way and just do it with the ECU you've got at the moment until you can afford to.
Yeah, I can't afford to do the injectors anyways, so that's I've still got to wait on that regardless of whether I can afford an ECU or not.
Yeah, yep. So, there's Brad.
Lots of dentistry work that's going to suck us dry at the moment.
Yeah. Brad's just saying couldn't for Gary Spark.
See you, Brad. Thanks for dropping in. Good to see you in the chat.
Weekend. Jamie
100%. Brad, check in on your mates. It's a good little thing. Make sure you check in on your mates. Have a chat once in a while.
Definitely. Jamie, we might get you out to work on your coupe here. So, and if Hoff's still in the chat, Jamie, you could maybe ask him how that.
See you, Junga. Thanks for dropping in, Matty.
See you, Matty. The bonnet clip on a KE55 Corolla with a broken bonnet cable. Where's the easiest way to get into that other than a grinder?
G'day, Dingus. Says the Dingus says last time I did a shed skid, I had to go back to Stratco for a warranty claim.
That's not good. That's not good. We certainly hope we won't have that problem.
Mark Stevens says 60-foot drags on the new driveway.
It's only 60 foot we can do. It's 120 meters of bitumen. It's not too bad, eh?
Only 80 more meters and you got an 1/8 mile.
Yeah, we could run the 16th mile. 16th mile drags at Dave's.
Yep.
Except it's only 1 car wide.
Well, that's part of the adventure.
Get in front. So
you got to go half a car off either side at the start, and if you get in front, you're on the go.
We should make the start of the driveway 2 cars wide, and then quickly into 1 car wide, and it's like, yeah.
We could have demo drags.
Well, they do
in some beaters. Streetcar culture, g'day. UFO sorcery, g'day, Alex. How are you?
Alex. Yeah, so there's a lot going on with all of that, but yeah, hopefully, yeah, we're gonna. Oh, if even if you don't want to see it now, we're going to share everything about the shed build as
Yeah.
it happens. So if you don't, then I don't know. We'll have to tune into something else. But if you do, and I'm sure you do,
You could
it'll
just
be on
watch it
there.
anyways, even if you don't.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah. So that's probably where we're up to with the shed. So that area that was built out the front of the shed on the video is twice that now. So it's probably the area that's built up at the moment is about the size of what the shed will be, but we need more ground now out to batter it away, but we run out of fill. So
Yeah.
then yeah, then we'll finish the backyard, do the retaining walls, I don't know, big fire pit and a few bits and pieces in there. So it should be all nice when we're done.
Definitely.
What's with the shirt I'm wearing? Says James. It's a blue OTL shirt. What's going on there? Thanks, Shane. You'll be keen on it. Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be a big shed, so and I don't know whether I'll share the final cost. I might have to be convinced it's a scary number, and
I think it's just being real with people, right? And
yeah,
like it's
it
not
might have cost
cheap
the
to do
holidays.
something like it is.
Yeah, just everything. Council approval is not cheap. Everything adds up. So, but yeah, blue shirts. We we have a print shop. I've got, all behind me. This is all in those racks. Is all t-shirts. They're just we have out in the other room. There's more and more t-shirts. It's about
Yeah.
$30,000 worth of
Well, that's actually. I'm just
blank
thinking on
stock
the
here.
t-shirts and on the blue shirt topic. Do people want to see the OTL merch in other colors? Do we just like if we add it as an option on the website, would you order one?
Yeah, it may be limited, Tyler. It may be a limited offer, or we could do pre-orders. Would be another way of doing it. We could do any color, but do it in a pre-order rather than me stocking,
Yeah.
20 of every size.
Yeah.
Because everyone goes, oh yeah, I like a blue one, and I go, all right, now I need 20 of every blue shirt, every size to put in stock as a blank ready to print, and then 3 people order it. Like that ends up costing a lot of money.
Yeah. Mark says keep the cost to yourself.
Keep that quiet, you reckon? Concrete and steel does keep going up. Yes, that's well, you would know, Shane. How about a nice big burnout pad? Yeah, I don't want to wreck me all that nice bitumen and stuff, but yeah, it's Oh yeah, I got to do your stickers, Steve. Sorry, mate, I keep forgetting you. I always feel weird in the blue shirt as well because I wear black shirts all the time.
Yeah.
I just feel a bit weird wearing a different color. So,
Mal says tell you pink will sell.
yeah. Oh yeah, Mal, your stuff's been doing some stuff for Dad's garage out there. There's a giant check out there. So, a few more pink shirts and a giant check. Yeah. So, all right.
Ferrari
Is that
shed,
enough?
says Trev.
Is there any other questions? Is there any other questions around it? Otherwise, we'll move on from the shed talk and move into
Put up the Xmas Bash and Motoring Expo. Pre-orders on color shirts would be a better option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do that easy.
And Chris, I don't think you had a shirt. I think it was a sticker pack. And I think that's been sent. Is that right?
No, I think Sally said she hadn't sent it.
Okay.
Yeah, so
We'll have to get that out into the mail. But it is a sticker pack that's coming. I believe, from memory.
Sally will confirm.
Unless we go back in the shows. Maybe I'll go back in the shows and have a look. But I believe it was a sticker pack that I had written down for you.
So Sally knows.
But,
she handles all that for us.
Well, we've got the OTL and Addictive events, Xmas Bash and Motoring Expo out at Willowbank Raceway, December 10th. Of course, it's massive. Or it's going to be massive, I should say. It is massive. It's going to be huge. Big event. You've gone quiet on me. You've fallen asleep.
No, sorry. I was just reading comments. I was just trying to...
I was waiting for you to bounce back off me, so I kept going.
I was just... Oh, sorry. I wasn't really... No, I was reading the comments. I was trying to see what... So he mentioned something about it the other day. I don't think... Chris didn't win a T-shirt. Someone mentioned that you won a T-shirt, but you didn't win a T-shirt. But then I think someone else offered to buy you a T-shirt.
Yeah, I think that may have been...
I think it went something along those lines. Yeah, someone mistakenly said that it was you that won, but it was actually someone else. And then out of all that, I think someone offered to buy you one. It was along those lines. Anyways, Christmas event. That's where we were going. That's where you were trying to direct me, Tyler.
Yes, yeah, December 10th.
Yeah. So December 10th. Where are we at? We've got a few trophy sponsors already announced. There's a few more to come. So we have a few things organised there. That's for the show and shine side of things. Hey Toby, hey mate.
Hey, Toby.
There's the show and shine side of things will be all free entry, free spectators. We've got some trophy sponsors coming on board to help cover the costs of all of that and the track hire and all the rest of it. We have already sold. There's 3 classes that are the big tire, small tire, and street tire. Those classes have now been taken. So the people have sponsored those. But we do need more sponsors just for the trophies. So things like best Holden, best Ford, best hot rod. We've got some. We've got I think there's best. I'll tell one. There's best engine swap. So best engine swap. That's Skid Factory have come on board and said they want to do a trophy for the best engine swap. They'll be there to suss that one out. They're gonna come and pick that one out. And then what else have we got? We've hang on. Let me bring it up.
All right, let you bring it up while I go through some comments quickly. Scooter says, I think we should put an OTL sticker on Frankie for Drag Challenge. Absolutely. Sounds like a plan. Streetcar Culture says, what's trophy sponsorship worth? Best Mazda.
Best Mazda. Oh, we don't have a best Mazda yet. So you're looking at
you get best Mazda or best Rotor or something along those lines as well. If that's, I don't think we have a best Rotor either.
330, right? But there's a bit involved in it as well. So there is some stuff that you get for that outside of just being a trophy sponsor. Send us a message with your email address if you would like the info pack on it, and I can send out the details.
Yeah.
But
send us something on Insta or email us or Facebook, info@overtakinglane.com.au. And
I can send out the thing, but ignore the class sponsorship because they're already all gone. They were a bit more, but they are gone. So they went pretty quickly.
Legend James, can't wait to have you up here. James got 4 days off. We'll be there. 4
days, awesome. Big Tire went quick, Tyler. So the Big Tire event, the class, so the trophy for that, MTAQ came on board for that one. So MTAQ, Motor Trades Association of Queensland, have done stuff with us for quite some time now. Actually, they've been supporting Overtaking Lane
Yep.
and tried to actually help us get off and running with our own like Cars and Coffee event early in the days as well, right? But then that was right when COVID hit,
Yeah.
and yeah, that got tough. Scooter's in for one for SFM. Thanks, mate. We'll
Legend.
sort that out. Toughest streetcar. Nobody's got toughest streetcar yet either. The streeters. That's a good one.
Hmm.
So yeah, our big tire
Scotty S
class
says as well, says he'll do best diesel. If that's the case, not me, but the new business.
Oh, best diesel. That's another one. Never thought of it. Best diesel. That could be interesting.
Have to, if we can get Hunker Morris out or the Celica.
Hunker Morris, I haven't talked to them for a while, but they were gonna look. That would go well. They were gonna look at trying to get up here for that one. Yeah, MTAQ, Motor Trade Association of Queensland. They're the peak body representing the interests of employers in retail, repair, and service sectors of the automotive industry since 1929. And consumers look for trusted MTA Queensland member businesses. Tyler, could I say that you recently looked for at an MTA Queensland business? Do you remember?
Yes, yeah, we you know, you always get a bit skeptical of some dealerships that aren't, you know, like when you go to your big name brands, your Von Bibbers or your, you know, for those that are on the coast, your Frizzels and those ones. When you go to those, you know, you go to your car yard, you sort of, you know, like you go to one of those, you sort of, it's easier to have that sort of trust. Whereas you go to one that's on the side of the road and it's a bit, you know, you never really know what you're going to get, whether you're going to, you know, how good your warranty's going to be, how good the car's going to be. Are you just going to buy a lemon from them? You know, like, what are they trying to hide from you? But, you know, I had sort of peace of mind when I walked in there, and on the door, it's got their MTAQ. They're an MTAQ member. So, you know, like, the MTAQ actually, they have a standard that they uphold that you have to have, you know, you have to have this sort of standard to be a member with them. So, as well, so that, you know, yeah, it helps build that trust in you know who you're dealing with.
Yes. So
Legend Streetcar, send us a message. We'll do that.
Excellent. Yeah.
Or JB1 says was about to also say best diesel, but I'm biased.
There was another comment I saw.
Trika says, "Are you happy with the stream setup? Kenda footage was fabulous." Well, we are happy with it, but you know, we always want to improve. So, you know, whilst we're happy, we definitely want to continue building on. Yeah, we're not, you know, we're happy, but we're not happy. Like, we're happy with the product that we're producing, but we want to, you know, we think we can constantly do better, and we want to keep pouring what we get back into it and making it bigger and better every single time. So, you know, replays was something we wanted to get working, and we sort of produced that on a budget, and I think it worked a little bit, and you know, we'll keep building on that and learning and doing more. And then the next things is upgrading the cameras and integrating better with the PA system and the commentators to help them out as well, so it's a bit easier to call ads, so we're not just doing it via Facebook Messenger and stuff like that. And it's a bit easier to sort of say, hey, you know, I've got an ad break here if you wanted to take a break or something. Because not, you know, when they're in the heat of the moment talking about something, they don't always notice a Facebook message. It's sort of just the unfortunate of that sort of using that sort of line of communication. But you know, we've been making it work, and
we want to upgrade our comms. We want to probably the I think the next thing, Tyler, on like
the time board camera.
Yeah, you know where I was going. That'll be that's the next one.
Time board camera. You know, we want to just keep building on it, and then, you know,
time board camera is always darker.
Than
the others, and it is just the type of camera we use. It's a very good quality camera, but we need you know, we'd need a much faster lens on that camera. So a low f-stop lens, that fast lens will probably set us back $3,000 or $4,000. We could just
to get
buy
the zoom level that we need.
Yeah, and we could buy a camera that will do that better for less than that. So that'll be where we head for the next bit of money we spend on that.
Yeah.
And then all the cameras as they switch as you go into the evening will all look the same. But yeah. So and that's part of the event. You know, we're going to do an event. Look, events don't always make money. You know, we're doing this with Mick from Addictive Events. He's done many of these. He's done it for a number of years now, and he certainly he doesn't make as much money. He puts a lot into his events, so he doesn't make as much money out of an event as others might. But he also, you know, ran at a loss as well to build his events, you know, with the Road Trip Drag Challenge.
Yeah,
But he's got a great event that's really worth attending, and
it is
so we teamed up with
definitely worth
him.
being a part of.
Yeah, and look, we hope we don't run at a loss because, you know, hiring a place like Willow Bank and things like that, and all the other bits and pieces. You know, we're going to have jumping castles and face painters for the kids and all this
Yeah,
different stuff. We've got to have security because we're going to have camping, so we've got to have security guards. We've got to, you know, all these things have a cost attached to it. So we certainly hope that we don't run at a loss for the first one. Um, but if we can build on it and actually make money from it, the OTL is somewhat of a business in the sense that, yeah, we want to invest back into it, but we've got to make money to be able to do that. So we hope to make money from doing the events in the long run. That will go back into more equipment and possibly get to our goal of having broadcast cameras,
yeah,
which is probably one of the biggest goals that we got in it, Tyler. The
yeah.
replay
The
system,
broadcast cameras
proper.
and proper replay system with you know, being able to slow it down and edit the footage a little bit as well on the fly, and also
The
not only
cheapest
that
one
as
of those
well
guys.
is yeah, well, the
Yeah,
cheapest one of those is about $5.5 grand, wasn't it? I think.
yes. 5.5 grand, that's a very, very entry level replay system. But a replay system, yeah, you're generally well into the tens of thousands of dollars. Like, they're just not cheap things to do.
No.
So it's a pretty tough one to do. Trev and Brad, yeah, they put in, and we also pay back for Trev and Brad now as well. So we give them something to be there. It's certainly not much. They're not making a living from it, but we give them some
You
money
know,
for
one
being there
one
and
day
spending
maybe
their
one
award.
day maybe it gets to that point, you know, with the event and things like that. You know, we can pour back in to help support those guys even more as much as they support us too. So
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, that's why we chase the sponsors. So, but yeah, we've got
hmm
MTAQ as a class sponsor. We'll announce some more soon, so we won't talk about the other class sponsors yet. They're yet to be announced. But I can talk about some other trophy sponsors. There's still more to be announced yet, but
yep,
Nationwide Jack Repairs. Um, Mick Dundas has been a big supporter. Mick and Lenny, I saw Lenny in the chat before. Always big supporters of Overtaking Lane, and they've come on board as a trophy. Well, I think we're actually probably one of the first to put their hand up and say, "Hey, we want to help out."
yep,
They'll sponsor the best Holden for that show and shine,
hmm
and yeah, so they've got Nationwide Jack Repairs, and they do all the work on a lot of actually very big equipment. This is not, you know, fix your little jack out of your car type stuff.
yep,
Pretty full on stuff on hydraulic products for, you know, aircraft level stuff and things for the Air Force and the Army, and that sort of the sort of stuff that they do. Uh, yeah, and they've been doing that I think since 1989. So they've, yeah,
hmm
all Australian. So pretty good. 30 years.
We've got
We've
illicit
also got,
auto, electrical, and motorsports as well.
yeah, Mark at Illicit. Yeah, you know, um, what do you know about Illicit, mate? Do you know much?
Well, they'll be out at the event as well
They
with a trade stall.
they will,
Show off some of their work as well as the IngiPro integrated ECUs and dash units.
which are quite yeah, new to the Australian market, Tyler. Those ones.
Hmm.
So
I'll
um,
actually be excited to go and have a look at that throughout the day.
very race orientated too. and they're doing a lot of stuff. I know they're going into a few different rotaries and bits and pieces around the place at the moment. They had a pretty cool store, a standout at Jambo
Yep.
as well, and they'll come and show off some of that stuff. But yeah, very, very cool. Tough Ute Scooter. No, not as yet, mate. Not as yet. Just remember, you do cancel yourself out of any categories you 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 know. And I know I was unsure about Mick doing best holding because he'd be right up there, but can't pick yourself.
Well, the one that we announced yesterday as well, last night actually, as well.
Yeah.
Voodoo Rod and Customs, from showroom floor to state of the art workshop with feature products and one-off custom-made parts. Voodoo Rod and Customs is the vehicle enthusiast excitement destination. Centrally located in Yandina on the beautiful Sunshine Coast in Queensland. Our owner Martin Ellis has been heavily involved in servicing the high-end automotive industry since 1998. Voodoo Rod and Customs customize, restore, and service all manner of cars and high-end performance vehicles, including hand-fabricated parts and panels, and with specialized painting facilities. It's a one-stop performance vehicle shop from bomb to badass.
Yeah, so Voodoo Rod and Custom actually have a high performance parts shop also open now, and
There
they're
you go.
distributors of Holly, MSD. They've got car builders car sound deadening products. They've got Raceworks fittings in there, Cal Custom accessories, Rat Wax wash and detailer, Bowden Zone, Aeroflow, and Felpro. So yeah, there's a few more bits and pieces.
Mm.
So there's just some of what we've got so far. Keep watching the event page and watching Overtaking Lane Facebook pages to see the others that'll be announced in the next couple of days as well. Yeah, there's I think a couple that are in the chat as well that will be announced in the next couple of days. James said Wildest Engine Swap Skid Factory will be sponsoring that trophy. So they will be at the event and they'll be there sponsoring that trophy. And we shall see, not confirmed yet or not, whether Kevin will make an appearance. Will they have Kevin done in time for that event? Very, very good chance that it could be doing a pass. So James, I'm sure you'll have a great time. I know you watch a bit of Skid Factory and watch the Nugget Garage, so you'll get to see all those guys out there at the track while you're there. James, what's the deal with the blue lighting in the print shop? That's just my mood lighting.
We had another one in here before. Brendan Bennett says, I know it's free for spectators at the Xmas Bash, but maybe some donation tins to help out with funds. We could do that. But the other thing is too, you could just support by grabbing yourself some merch. That way, you get yourself something back for what you spend. You get a shirt. You represent the brand as well out there, and a sticker, a stubby cooler, a hat, a shirt, anything. Grab yourself something from any of the stalls out there as well. Support the local businesses that are supporting us too. So
yeah, there will be other stalls, and that's part of the sponsorship as well. So those that do the trophy sponsorship, they get a guaranteed spot in the Traders Alley. Once all that's filled and those spots are all given out, if there is still spots available, we'll open it up for other traders. But yeah, they get first dibs on all of that. We will have merch out there. There will be, Addictive Events road trip merch. There will be other people out there with merch and car parts and all sorts of stuff. We've got some displays. We hope to see. We'll definitely got some big cars from Kenda coming out. So there's other stuff, right? So there's not just it's not just a show and shine. There's all this other stuff happening as well. We want to try and build a motoring expo. That's what we've called it. We got Southey. I haven't seen him in the chat tonight. Southey will
He is
bring
in the chat. He's been in the chat.
He is there? Oh, I
Yeah,
missed
so
him.
g'day to him at the
Southey will
start.
be out there. Sorry, Southey. Southey will be out there with Grey Ghost, and I think might have some other hamsters as well. And we'll probably have a little bit of a display there, a bit about hamster racing and what's involved in getting into that. So yeah, that will be worth checking out, because that might just be something you could get into racing for. We're working on getting even junior dragsters there. So if you've got the kids there, you've got family who like want to do something on that side of things, that we'll have some junior dragsters there that you can talk to junior dragster racers and learn a little bit about junior dragsters, what's involved cost wise and stuff like that. We've got other nostalgia cars coming out. Thanks, Southey. We've got some. We've hopefully got some gases. We've got some other drag cars and stuff lined up.
Did you mention the tractor pulling machines as well?
Mark as well. He's in the chat. Mark Stevens. We got the tractor pull. Yeah. So if you've ever seen, like, I didn't even know it was such a big event in Australia. I didn't realise it was actually something that we did. But it is actually quite a big event. And it was quite a big following at the recent one at Mount Tyson, and a lot of people out there to watch. You've got everything from this crazy V8 powered tractor to a crazy 3,000 horsepower tractor. There's all sorts of stuff. So they'll have a display out there. Did I mention the Kenda cars? We'll have some stuff out there, like the famous radial racer Simon O'Carroll,
notorious.
And the other must be the second famous Paul Mary. They'll have their cars out there. And
what up, G? How are you?
Are we doing a top rotary class? We haven't organised one of those. If we can get a trophy sponsor for that, then definitely. I wouldn't mind if you want to bring yours out and do a startup and put on two-step on the day. That'll be some people that love that. That'd be amazing. Sell some What Up G merch as well. Maybe we'll get an area for you for that. We've got V8 supercars coming out. There'll be more to come. We'll start to announce a lot of this after Road Trip has run. But we're working on that. And if you know anyone that has something cool, then please get it out there. All sorts of things. We've got as I said, the trade stalls, and we'll try and have things from
the whole idea as well is to sort of not just is to promote other events and the racing scene and car community as a whole, and try and sort of shed some light. That's why we got the Kenda cars coming out. That's sort of to promote the Kenda series around that, and they get a bit of insight into the radial cars and
available as well. And if What Up G, if you wanted to be involved in something for their Jambo display, we could do that as well, because we'd like to promote Jamboree.
Mm-hmm.
It's about the sport. That's what we want to drive. It's about this motoring expo. Is exactly what you're saying, Tyler.
Yeah.
At this stage, it'll be just the Willowbank food vendors, Brendan. So they'll do that.
They will. I think Sausage Sizzle on in the evening for the races and crew. Is that right?
Not at this stage.
Not at this stage. Okay.
No, that's about $3,000 worth of sausages mixed at a road trip. So, like, for the time it might be 1,500. I might be exaggerating now. I think it's $1,500 for the Friday night sausage sizzle in inexpensive. Sausages are like $14 a kilo where he's buying them. So
sausages and bread and sauce and.
If someone wants to sponsor it, we'll do it. But it's just we haven't planned for that. But there will be. We've got actually I'll tell you what we've got, Tyler. We do have something for the evening. And I don't know if I've told you this yet, but we've got jumping castles, right, for the kids and face painters and all that.
Yep.
Well, the place where we're getting all the jumping castles from also have this thing that's it's like a bungee run. Do
Okay.
you know these things?
No.
Have you seen these things?
No.
Like inflatable. I don't know. Maybe you can Google it and find something, but like an inflatable bungee run. So it's like this two sort of rows and an inflatable type thing.
Yep.
Not very good explanation here, with a bungee cord, right?
Mhm.
And you run as far as you can. The bungee flicks you back, and it's like a bouncy castle that you're landing on. Okay. At the end of that, there will be some prizes that you got to run down, try and grab the prize.
Oh, there
Right?
you go.
So, and it just could be quite a bit of a laugh, because this is happening in the evening after the racing, and a few people will have a beer and then decide, hey, let's jump on here and see if I can get myself a prize.
Yep.
So we'll do some stuff. There might be, we don't know, there might be some merch, there might be some OTL merch, there might be some road trip merch, there might be some entries for next year at Road Trip Drag Challenge. It could be all sorts of stuff, right?
Mhm.
There might be donations from different places.
Yep.
So did you
I did Google. Yep.
Google?
Yep.
Is it
Yeah,
a
I've
safe
seen it.
thing to Google?
Yeah. Just bungee run.
Yeah,
I
okay.
just Googled that, and first thing pops
Found
up
it.
exactly what you were talking about.
Right. So yeah, what do you think of that idea?
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
Sort of a. Yeah. You get to have a go, and you might win something.
Yep.
If you
And,
can make it to the prize.
So we'll see. We'll certainly have some stuff on there. Maybe there'll be some booby prizes in there as well. What do you reckon? Have some dud prizes too.
Too bad it's that's the coal in your Christmas stocking.
Yeah. Santa will be there. That's another thing, Tyler. Santa will be there.
Yep, Santa will be roaming around.
Make an appearance. Yeah. So, and we're going to do things a little bit different with the trophy presentations. The trophy presentations, those that do get the trophy, will be presented on track and do a lap of the track and stuff like that, so people can see them. And
Yeah.
and if those that are on the stream will see all that as well. So
Yeah.
we'll also be.
And as Dave just mentioned on the stream, yep, UFO, we will have a stream, of course, of the event. So people will see all the racing that goes on during the day, but the motoring expo part of it, you'll have to see in the video or come out in person, because again, it is free to come out as a spectator. So, of course, obviously, it's a little bit hard for yourself to get over here, but maybe for one in the future, you might be able to make it.
Oh, look, I was on that top chat instead of live chat. I was missing a lot of comments.
Scooter's up for doing stupid shit.
Scooter's up for that as well. Yeah, so we'll have a lot of fun. Hopefully, we can build a bigger event, and it'll grow and grow and grow. This is our first one. It's there'll be things that
we've always wanted to do one, and we want to, we've always wanted to put the effort in to make sure we do it right when we do it. So it's probably why we put it off for so long.
In the future of it, maybe next year, it will cost to get in, but this year it's free.
Yeah.
Right. If you want to race though, Tyler, can you get us a link for races? I can probably do that as well. It's actually, I think I actually got it right here. I put it on the event.
That didn't link right.
It's races.world event 2416. Do enter.
There we go. If you want to enter as a racer.
So yeah, if you want to race, there's 150 entries on track for racing. It does need to be a registered car.
Yep.
Yeah, it will need to be a registered car, and you will need a racer's license, which most people have a racer's license, or you can get a day license, which A day license would cost you one event $30,
Yeah.
or you
There
can
you
get
go.
an annual license for
$75, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And don't forget to mention as well, in the evening we will actually have the shootout with prize
Oh,
money
yeah.
on offer in the
So
afternoon, about 4 p.m. That'll happen.
from 4 p.m. So for those that are racing that day at 4
And
p.m.
your
they
entry
have the
gets you into that. So you know there's no, I don't think there's no extra cost. So you
there's a
get in.
$50 buy-in.
Oh, there's a $50 buy-in. There you go. Sorry, my bad. I thought it was similar to the DYO challenge at Road Trip. It's dropped out. My internet's dropped out. Did I just drop out, or did you just drop out?
You might have. No,
I
I'm
think
here.
I did. Okay, I think my internet dropped out. We dropped some frames there.
Oh, we're back?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so...
Yeah, so my bad. I missed that. I thought it was similar to the Road Trip DYO, but it is a buy-in. There you go.
$50 buy-in at 4 o'clock, and then that becomes the prize money. So
Yeah.
if there's 10 people, that's $500 prize money.
Yeah.
A little bit more than 10.
Is it around? Are we doing it around classes? So like, is there a street tire
Yes.
shootout, big tire shootout, and a small tire shootout? Yep. There you go. You
Yeah,
are up
so
only up against your classes.
there's 3 chances to win, and it will be DYO still. So it does mean even if you were up against the others, you could still do it.
Mhm.
But so it means there's 3 options to win.
Yeah. And
Um,
throughout the day, you're just sort of having a go, right? Is that the?
it's grudge racing all
Yeah.
day. Grudge racing.
Yeah. So if you wanted to race your mate, or you wanted to put a big cash bet on a run against your mate down the track, or your arch nemesis
which we may
who's
or may
beating
not
you every
encourage on
time
the
or
day.
something, and
Mhm. So, but yeah, there's 3
maybe you want
opportunities
to bet
to win that.
a Dr Pepper shoey, a warm Dr Pepper shoey.
Do that as well. Yeah, 3 opportunities to win in that. So you effectively, if you ran a street tire, you could enter in street tire, small tire, and big tire. It'd cost you $150. Because $50 for each one. But you would have
Yeah.
3 chances. But you have to stay on the street tire because you won't have time to change tires.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's my bad. I thought it was I thought you got in, but there you go, $50 and you're in the shootout. But you never know. So your opponent could be faster than you, but all it takes is for them to blow the tires off of it on the start line, and you could take the win. So
Yeah, Linny, grudge racing all day. So if you want to race Mick, then yep, make sure you got that Corona entered because you certainly can. And also a good opportunity for those that haven't raced before. We'll have plenty of tutelage to help anyone that hasn't raced before. We're there to help out.
And there's plenty of track
Maybe.
time. You'll have a great time out there. So if you haven't had a go, and even if you've only got your daily or something, then get out there and have a go. Why not?
Yep.
It's great. Absolutely.
Brendan asked, will the VC be in attendance? It will be there. We won't be racing any of our cars at the event, unless there's maybe a one-off grudge run against or something like that. But we're not entered to race at the December 10 event because we're going to be very busy.
Yeah.
We can't live stream, run an event and
run an
race.
Event. Yeah.
Yeah. So
it is hard enough already to live stream Road Trip and race.
Yeah. And but the VC, I've still got a week or so we've got 2 weeks left to fix some suspension.
You'll see it out on track at Road Trip.
Yeah, it'll be at Road Trip. So it'll do a pass at Road Trip. It is entered. We have 3
might
cars
be
entered
under
for Road Trip.
Much less throttle than full.
Yeah. At the moment, that thing is a handful. So I can say that.
G'day, Bad Q. How are you?
G'day, mate. All the way from over in Thailand at the moment. Yeah, so we'll have 3 cars entered at Road Trip, so that's going to be full on. We're going to try and live stream plus race 3 cars. We're very fingers crossed for no issues with the cars because we don't have time to deal with that.
No. No, it'll pretty much
If we
be if
have
there's an
issues, we're
issue,
just going to have to
that's
park
it.
it up.
Yeah.
It'll just get parked up.
And
yeah.
maybe hope you can do a bit of a thrash overnight.
So there's still plenty of spots left at the moment, Linny, but yeah, I think once Road Trip is run, there'll be a lot more disappear very quickly. So
Yeah. Get in while you still can.
Just get in while you can,
yeah. 13 days, says Scooter. 13 days.
13 days, yeah. I got some shocks here to put in, and got a couple other bits and pieces to clean up, but not too much. Yeah, I think that's mostly a bit about the event.
Yep.
I think we've given a lot of information there, and we'll probably
yep.
do
You'll
some
have
more
to
stuff.
you'll have to tutor me on some of the information because I got a bit of it wrong.
Oh yes, sorry.
Just
I do
going
talk
off my
to Nick
memory
nearly every day, and we catch up on stuff all the time. So a lot of it does sit in my head as well. But yeah, if we do get by chance there happens to be a few big tech cars, which there is a couple of big tech cars coming as well. There will be an opportunity for those to run a very special. Now, this is not anything set in stone at this, and it will be happen on the day if it happens. But I will throw it out there that if there is a field of 8 to 10 cars that happen to be there that are the big boys, and we're going to go for heads up racing for a $200 buy-in, that will make that happen on the day too. But that's just a possibility on the day. Wait and see what happens. But I'm pretty sure you might see something fast from Simon on track.
Yeah.
Paul Mary's going to be there probably in PSI Prem. He'll probably run that. That's pretty quick. So yeah, there could be a few quick cars there. Hoff will have something there, which we'll have some sort of stuff or thing there.
Yep.
I don't know what he'll bring. He'll bring a couple of cars, something for display, and I don't know what he'll run on the day, but we'll see. All right, I got something else I want to talk about. Tyler, some news.
Yep.
You cool if we move to news?
Yeah. I was actually thinking the same thing, that we do a quick chat about this story that I realized you sent me, and that you weren't talking about the event when you said let's talk about a news story. I assumed we were talking about the event.
That's okay.
But we got Top Fuel. Big news. Top Fuel returning to Queensland.
So it wasn't that long ago. We were on one of these shows, and we were planning a bus trip. We planned a bus to Sydney to go watch Top Fuel, so we could get a Top Fuel fix.
Yep, because they weren't coming back to Queensland
at that point. No, so that the dates didn't work out, and I think it clashed with another event or road trip or something for us, so that didn't happen. But the Top Fuel Dragsters are going to be back at 2023 at Willowbank Raceway. Round 4 of the Burson Auto Parts Australian Top Fuel Championship will be at Willowbank Raceway on January 6 and 7. So that's pretty exciting, yeah?
It is 100%.
Dragnews.com.au have
that's
the story
news.
in there. Yeah, if you want to have a look, the whole story. So we're currently reading this from dragnews.com.au. Big shout out to Drag News magazine. Subscribe to Drag News magazine. They have been mentioning Overtaking Lane and the live streams a lot over on dragnews.com.au. So big shout out to those guys.
Yep.
New Year Nitro sees the fastest drag racing vehicles in the country on track over 2 massive days and nights, with the vital championship points online as the drivers continue their battle for the biggest prize in drag racing, the Stan Sainty Cup. So Top Fuel will headline a massive New Year Nitro lineup that will include the top door slammers. Get out there to see Benny Bray. The Top Fuel motorcycle will be out there as well. Pro Mod, Pro Stock, all the sportsman categories. And then joining on track, the on track action is a big fireworks show. There will be a show and shine out there for that, food trucks and heaps more out there as well for Top Fuel. Dragster event, the wildest nitro show on earth. So January 6 and 7. I'm excited for that, Tyler.
Oh, me too. That's awesome. It is the same dates as Summer Nats.
This
is
is it
on.
really?
Yes. Same weekend as Summer Nats.
Oh, true. I didn't realise it was the same weekend as Summer Nats.
Southie's already bought his tickets.
He's in. So, well, look, it is great to see that there is a return to racing in Queensland. We hope that there is a big turnout out there for it because we want to see more of this up here in Queensland.
Absolutely.
They do put on a big show. It is something that New Year's Nitro event has been something we've gone to many, many times over the years. Some awesome performances.
Mate, you dropped out there. My internet's playing up.
I've still got you.
Yep, yeah, I dropped out for a second. It all buffered.
Okay. You're all right. I'm just still talking about the story. What a great way to bring in the new year, a big nitro party in Queensland. So it's pretty exciting stuff.
It is, absolutely. That's awesome news.
So it's also round 4 of the Top Door Slammer Championship. John Zapier, Tyler, you remember watching that great run out there?
Massive wheel stand the whole length of the track.
Yep. So pretty cool stuff. So yeah, well, I think that's one well worth getting behind, getting out to Willowbank Raceway for that.
Absolutely.
That's my news story.
Yep.
Again, shout out to Drag News Magazine.
Absolutely. Big shout out.
Yeah. What do you reckon, Tyler? Does that brings us
to a close? Yep. Yeah, I want to be careful. My internet keeps dropping out for some reason.
Okay. Any other questions before we call it a night in the chat?
Have a look.
Thought I'd lost you again there.
Chris Young sat with a friend who lived in Melbourne a while and went up to Queensland. He was there for 6 years.
Oh,
there you go.
There you go.
Hey, Kaz.
It's Kaz. Hey, Kaz.
It is great news, John. Absolutely.
We got there for sure.
Scooter, night, guys. See you at Drag Challenge. You certainly will.
Definitely.
Good to catch up again.
Mate. We'll be there. All right. Well, I think we've gone through everything, mate.
We have. Yeah. Do a bit of magic and find some music.
You're onto that.
Yep. I'm getting onto the music in the background.
Evening. Thanks, Brendan. Just us rabbiting on.
Cheers, Brennan.
Talking crap, which I'm pretty good at. I do it often. All right. Must be nearly dinner time.
A little bit past it.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in.
Cheers, everyone. Cheers, Mal, James, MCM.
30th of October, Chrome for Cancer. Check out Dad's Garage for that. Looking to, there's a big checkout here that he's going to write some numbers on, and it's possibly up to like $37,000 raised for the Melanoma Institute, I think it is. Is that right, Dad? Is that right, Mal?
Massive work. Massive effort.
Check that out. Other than that, we'll see you all in the right lane, eh?
Yep, we certainly will. Take it easy.